Hey guys and girls, in this video today I'm going to detail the biggest reasons why people fail to get started building a physical products business on Amazon FBA in the UK, and more importantly how you can overcome those reasons. Let's go. Welcome to 2018. Maybe you're watching this in 2019, maybe 2020. I don't know how long this ugly mug can stay on screens for, but whenever you're watching this video, the reality most likely for you and I is that we live in a society that is incredibly inspired. There's so much inspiration wherever we look. On TV there's incredible advertisements being made. On the internet there's amazing content being created. When we pick up our phones to scroll wherever we are, when we go and get a haircut, we stop and we look at our phone, we get inspired. When we go grab a coffee, we look at our phone, we get inspired. When we're in the queue at the supermarket, when we're on the toilet, we pick up our phone and we're so easily inspired. Our generation has no problem with inspiration. What we have a problem with is execution. A lot of people are hearing about this incredible opportunity that Amazon FBA is. A lot of people are hearing about it and getting inspired about it and are getting excited about it, but not many people are actually taking action on it. In a recent article by Feedback Express, which I'll link in the description below, it talks all about how there are now 5 million sellers on the Amazon platform worldwide, which begins to boggle the mind, and you think that's crazy. That's an unbelievable amount of sellers all competing for the same space on Amazon, until we realize that the stats show that less than 1.8 million actually have a product live for sale. I don't know about you, but for me that's an incredible stat. Around a third of all sellers have a product live. 2/3 of people have been inspired enough to create an Amazon seller's account but haven't gone through with the execution. They haven't actually acted on beginning a business, launching a brand on the Amazon platform. And today I want to help you to avoid becoming one of the 2/3. I want you to become one of the 1/3 that actually does something with this information and creates a business that can change your life. So in these next few moments that we're going to have together in this video today, I'm going to share with you the biggest reasons that people fail to start an Amazon FBA business, and more importantly how we can overcome them. You see, failing to start is easy to do because starting is the hardest thing. Like any journey, the first step is always the hardest. That step of faith, that
2 hours later.
That step out into the unknown. And it's that really that creates the first reason why people don't start an Amazon FBA business, and that is the fear of failure. The fear of failure. I mean, this whole topic is a video in itself, right? But I wish more people would understand that your failures aren't final. That when you begin something and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean it's the end of your life. That if you start a new venture, if you were to launch a new product on Amazon and say, if it didn't work, it wouldn't be the end of your life. I love how Monet once said, "My life is a failure. I should just destroy my paintings and disappear." Like the celebrated artist Monet, he said that in the midst of his career because he thought he was a failure. And now look at how we celebrate his pieces of art. You see, so often we think failure is final. We think our challenges will be the end of us, but I wish we would just understand this, that our failures aren't final. Sure, we may face challenges in our business. We may launch products that don't do as well as we thought. We may not hit revenue numbers that we hoped. We may lose money on certain projects and business ventures in our lives. A relationship that we try to start might not go the way we want it to go, but if we allow fear to dominate the direction of our life, we'll never do anything in our lives. You know, someone once said that doubt kills more dreams than failure ever does. And one of the greatest things we need to overcome if we're going to launch this business and do well is to overcome the fear of failure. I love how Winston Churchill, he said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." I love that. Success isn't final, your failure isn't fatal, just keep going. And that's how we overcome the fear of failure, is by just having a go, by just keep going. There's no secret remedy, there's no secret recipe. Fear will always knock at the door of our lives. The question is, will we answer with doubt? Will we answer with fear? Or will we answer with some faith that says, you know what, I'm going to step out and try this thing, because if it all goes wrong, at least I know I've given it a go. So I want to encourage you, overcome the fear of failure by stepping out and doing something new. It doesn't have to be launching a product on Amazon. It doesn't have to be a new business, but don't allow the fear of failure to dominate your life. If you've ever been too scared to try something, maybe encourage someone else in the comments below. Let them know that the fear of failure doesn't have to cripple you, but you can overcome it and do something great. I know in my life I've feared failure at many junctures, but you know what? The fear of not trying something has always been stronger than that fear of failure. So I want to encourage you, step out, try something new and see what happens. The second reason people give for not starting an Amazon business in the UK is they say that too many people are doing it. Too many people are already doing it. Well, Ben, you've just given me the stats. You know, there's 5 million sellers on Amazon, and of course I'm going to rebut that by saying, well, yeah, but only 1.8 million have actually taken action and listed a product. It's not the easiest thing in the world, sure. So that's going to create a barrier to entry for many people. And so when people such as yourself that are hardworking enough to research this business model, enough to watch this YouTube video, I know that you're one of the people that can actually overcome what's deemed as saturation in the market. See, here's the thing though, right? I don't believe the market's saturated. A lot of people are going to try and tell you that Amazon is dead and selling on Amazon, there's no hope anymore because there's so many people doing it. I want to tell you that that's a complete lie. I want to let you know that in the UK, in Europe, we have one of the most great opportunities before us right now in terms of selling online. Amazon globally is growing at the most incredible rate. Just last year, 2017, annual turnover hit over $170 billion. If their growth rate continues, then they're likely to hit $250 billion in 2018. They've already had $1 billion day in Prime Day last year. I'm sure the stats will be similar for this year and probably increasing beyond that. Q4 is about to arrive here and it's going to be insane. Amazon is growing through the roof, but what's amazing is they're not just growing in their revenue, but they're growing in their marketplaces. Amazon just recently announced their 14th marketplace around the world in Turkey, and there's talks of Israel opening up soon. Australia just recently opened.
Austria? Well then, good day, mate.
Amazon are truly going global with this operation, and what that means for you and I is that we get opportunities to get in on the ground floor with these new marketplaces. I'm telling you, the UK and the EU is like the US was several years ago. People wish that they got products on selling on Amazon in the US years ago. I'm telling you, the UK and the EU is like that right now. There are so many opportunities, such a low barrier to entry in many different product markets that we can actually come in on the ground floor in the UK, but also more evidently in the European markets too, and other new markets opening up in the world. Japan, India, Australia, Turkey. As I've said, there are so many opportunities. So many people don't start because they think too many people are doing it, but they miss out on the opportunities that are right here in front of them. And the other thing you need to remember is that there are plenty of lazy sellers on the Amazon platform. There's plenty of lazy people who will only sell on the US platform. I've heard of, and I know plenty of American sellers that will only sell. They're doing millions of dollars a year, but they do not expand into foreign marketplaces because it's too much effort. Well, that means that people like you and I, who are willing to do the work and branch out and spread out our operation, can really take advantage of this global expansion that is in process with Amazon right now. So there are so many opportunities. Don't let this be the reason that you don't start an Amazon business in the next 6 months. The third biggest reason people give for not starting an Amazon business in the UK is they say, I just don't have the time. Well, the first thing I would ask you to do is check with your mentality. Have a checkup from the neck up. Think about how you think. How we think is so important because it determines so much of how we live, and often we say I don't have time for something when the reality is we just don't want to give it the time. We don't have it as a priority in our lives. And so many people say, I don't have time to start a business from home, but yet they'll watch 10 plus hours of Netflix every week. Not to throw shade on Netflix, I love a good box set, but we need to think about our priorities. How much time can we make available for the dreams that we have for our future? Remember, we're trying to create a future for ourselves, for our family, and those around us with this business. This is not just a paycheck, but this is a change in our future. So, we really need to think about our mindset. What I would also say to that is that this business doesn't actually take a whole lot of time. Amazon isn't 100% passive in terms of its income, but once you get a product set up, a lot of the work is done for you. Now there are products that we sell 10 to 20 units of every single day, and we do very little work for them. All we need to do is keep an eye on inventory levels, reorder stock when the time is right, respond to a few customer messages each week, and make sure we're maintaining and optimizing our listing and advertising. All in all, for each product, it takes less than an hour every single week to do each of those things. The only time we need to invest then is into growing the business, marketing the business, building the brand, and researching new products. But here's the thing, as a new seller, you won't need to do any of that for a long time, because as a new seller, my recommendation to you is to find one product, launch it well, scale it as big as you can, optimize it as much as you can, and then launch into new products. So for the first 3, 6, 9 months of your Amazon journey, you'll be focused on one product, and it really won't take that much time at all, so you can build up slowly. And then as you start to add more products, maybe you could drop a day a week at work, or maybe someone else could help you to do some of that work because you've created enough revenue to be able to employ someone to do that. So, honestly, time is not a reason to not start this business. It doesn't take the time you think it would. And remember, just check your mentality, because this is a life-changing opportunity that we have before us. The fourth reason out of these 6 reasons why people don't start an Amazon business, the fourth reason is people say, I just don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to get started. Well, again, I would say a few things to that. Firstly, there are a few scaremongers out there in the space that really want to try and tell people that you cannot start an Amazon business with a small budget. Well, whilst, of course, like anything in life, like any business venture, a large budget is always going to be optimal, it doesn't mean you cannot launch an Amazon FBA business with a small budget. You see, we just documented in a video that either is out now or will be out very shortly on YouTube that talks all about how we just launched a product for under £1,000 in the UK that's now selling in the UK and European markets and US markets. We launched all of that from the UK for under £1,000. We launched it without getting any reviews. We launched it without giving away any products. We launched it with just some cheap PPC and launching a good, high quality product. And now that product sells up to 20 units every single day, all from an initial investment of under £1,000. So whilst it will be harder, and I'm not saying those opportunities are everywhere, that they are hard to find, right? You do need to search for them, but it can be done. Don't allow people to tell you it can't be done, because it can be done. I've proven it, right? And so there's a lot of people that will tell you things are impossible, but when you believe in yourself enough, when you're willing to work hard and see an opportunity and create a high quality product, things can be done. You can be creative. The second thing I would say to that also is that there are ways in which you can build up capital. You can build up capital by doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, by flipping things. I'll link it in the description or up here somewhere, but there's a great video series at the moment that Gary Vee is just teaching on. It's called Trash Talk. It's all about how to flip things. You go to garage sales and where people are selling things cheap and flip them on eBay and make an extra several £100 a week, or he talks in dollars obviously, but several $100s or even $1,000 a week just by flipping things from eBay, from garage sales onto eBay. So there really are, in 2018, there are no excuses. All of us, if we hustle hard, if we use our creativity, we can create that starting capital to start this business. Another thing I would say on this is no reason not to start this business, because what we'll find as well is that when we source products, when we find our product, actually that's only the beginning of the journey, and you'll only need to put 30% of the money for the products down. So say you do find a product that is £1,000 in total for all of your products to purchase, you'll only need to put £300 down as a deposit, And most products on mass production take between 14 and 30 days to produce, so you're still going to have that period of time to keep finding that money as well. So I'm not saying put yourself under any undue pressure, such as putting a deposit down when you don't have the balance available, but all I'm saying is in terms of cash flow, it doesn't need to all be sitting in your bank right now to start this business. You can get started with product research whilst you're saving up. You can get started with some online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, whilst you're looking for that product. It doesn't have to be in the bank right now to get started. So don't allow that to cause you to procrastinate on this opportunity. Fifth reason, 5 out of 6, is it is too confusing. Many people don't start this business because they say it's too confusing or it's too hard. I don't understand. I think it would be beyond my level of understanding. I don't have the business acumen. I don't really understand how this will all work. Well, again, I want to encourage you just to really have a think about that, because the reality in life is, if we're looking for a way to do something great that doesn't require hard work, then we're going to be looking a long time. Someone once said that nothing great has ever been born out of the womb of convenience. Nothing happens through ease. Nothing happens just by a click of our fingers. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a work-hard scheme and dedicate-yourself scheme, and then you will see the financial freedom that you are after if you give yourself to this. This isn't something that's just going to be easy, right? But also, I want to say that if you do think it's going to be too confusing or too hard, well, that's what communities like this YouTube channel that you're on right now, that's what this is all about, is helping you. That's why you can join, link in the description below, for the Amazon FBA UK forum. You can go in there, you can ask any question you want, no question is too stupid. That's why these communities are there for you, because whether you believe it or not, we genuinely want to see you succeed. I've made it a mission of mine. The whole reason I'm doing all this content, my mission, is to help as many people as possible free up their life from the hold that money places over our time. Time is such a valuable asset that we never get back, whereas money is a replenishable asset that we so often trade so much of our time for, when I believe there's another way we can free it up and use that time to make a difference in the world. So there are communities like this of people that really do want to help you. So if you do find it hard, if you do find it confusing, reach out, and don't let that be a reason to not allow you to start this business. And finally, reason number 6 of the biggest reasons why people don't start an Amazon FBA business in the UK is they say there's no good products left. No good products left. All the good products have been launched, all the good products have been sourced, all the good products have got so many reviews on them. And now, of course, you know what my answer is going to be: no, they haven't. And how do I know this? Is because I'm in the trenches with you. I'm in this business with you, launching new products all the time, doing product research on a weekly basis. I know that there are opportunities out there because I'm in this space. But what I'd also say is that maybe if you think that there's no good products left, is maybe you're searching in the wrong way. You see, there's been a flood of videos that have come onto YouTube really promoting tools and promoting softwares in order to find product opportunities. And what it's done is it's made us as researchers lazy. It's made us lazy because we want to punch in a bunch of numbers into a software tool, and we want it to bring out ideas for us. We want it to be like a conveyor belt where we put the right numbers in, and on the conveyor belt it just pops out an amazing product opportunity for us that's going to make us thousands upon thousands every single month. And if you're looking for an opportunity like that, it's going to take you a long time. And the chances are, when you do find it, hundreds and if not thousands of other people will find it too, and they'll be sourcing it, and within a few months those revenue numbers that were once high are all of a sudden spread over thousands of sellers and are not worth bothering with. And that's why we've got to have a different strategy, a change of approach in our product research. And hey guys, if you need some help with this, with really finding products that are going to be successful, I've created a free step-by-step guide of how to find successful products for your business. Now, when I say successful, I don't mean like super sexy, 50 grand a month, and going to change your life with one product so you can go live in Bali for the rest of your life. I'm not talking about that kind of successful product. I'm talking about sustainable products, products that will last, products that you won't just be selling for a few months and get excited about, and then they won't be able to be sold anymore. Because I've had products like that. I've got excited, I've got carried away in my mind about those opportunities, and then they've gone away because I haven't followed the steps that I give in this guide. And over a couple of years of successes, of failures, of pains and frustrations, I've kind of boiled it down into what I call the product research funnel, which gives really a step-by-step process of how I go about finding the most successful potential opportunities that are, in the UK and the EU. I got so sick of watching videos on YouTube that were so US centric, that just said plug in a bunch of numbers to a tool and out pops a whole lot of product opportunities. The UK and the EU are different. That's why we need a different mentality. That's why, and also as business owners, we need to be more detailed and thorough in how we go about sourcing products. So I put this together really in the hope to help you make good quality product decisions. I don't want to see any more people make bad product launching decisions because they don't have the step-by-step process to follow in order to launch. So that's in the description below. You can grab that, that's for free, and I really hope it helps you and helps you find some really great products to sell in your business. Alright guys, well that's all of the content for the video today. I wanted to talk about the reasons why people don't start an FBA business in the hope that it will encourage you to start one. This is a life-changing opportunity before us, and so many of us are prone to procrastination or holding back for a myriad of reasons. So I hope I busted a few of those myths for you today. I hope I've given you some practical steps of how to avoid succumbing to those reasons that stop us going into this business. If I can help with anything else in the future, please let me know. Connect with me. My info is in the description below. Connect with me on Instagram. Join the Amazon FBA UK forum on Facebook. Would love to help you. Drop a comment below. I'll definitely respond, and love to help you on this journey. Let me know how I can. All right, we'll see you in the next video.